I'm going to introduce the first act now. His name's Graeme Rayner. Give me a can't be bothered round of applause. Just one clap from this one. Fucking hell, that's fucking scary, that, mate. Right, let's hop into a good strong round of applause.
Evening. Alright? Alright, Wolverine sideburns, what the fuck? Woo! That or like an early Peter Sutcliffe, I don't know. 11th of March. 11th of March already, can you believe it? It's already 11th of March. I said to my wife today, you need to stop doing dry January, love. She said, I've asked you repeatedly to call it the menopause. She fucking hates that joke. She hates that joke. I actually said to her, would it help if I explained to the audience that vaginal dryness is absolutely not an issue for you? And she said, no, if anything, that'll make it worse, so I've stopped saying that. You having a good day? You having a good day? Come on! I'm having a good day. I'm having a fucking great day. I'll tell you why, and I think all the lads in the room will understand this. All the lads will definitely get it. It's brand new under... You alright? You've still got the eggs in, someone else has got the remote. Is that what's... Love, right on, buttons, someone else, buzzing. So yeah, it's a great day for me today, I'll tell you why. It's brand new underpant day today, every bloke in the room will understand exactly what I mean. First time these pants have been out of the packet, oh my god, amazing. Fucking, isn't it brilliant when you get a pair, no bollock has touched this gusset before. And I've gone up market now, I've gone bamboo. Get pants made out of bamboo. Fucking unbelievable. I parked the car downstairs, got noshed off by a panda bear. At least he said he was a panda bear. Nice to see you again, Lingley. Anyway, that's not the only reason I'm having a great day today. The other reason I'm having a great day today is I've treated myself to a manly excursion to the tip. You look like you enjoyed a trip to the tip, right? Yeah? Oh, yeah. So, my wife and kids have been getting under my feet because they had a snow day on Friday and I said, I need to get out of the fucking house. So, we just ripped out some wardrobes because we're doing some decorating in the bedroom, loaded up the Mondeo, went down to the tip. Now, I'm from Dewsbury in West Yorkshire, home of 2008 Celebrity Mum of the Year, Karen Matthews. My tip is it's a fucking great tip, but getting into the tip is a little bit like trying to get into Fort Knox. There's Malcolm in the front gate, high-vis jacket, clipboard, no paper or pen. Comes out, he flags me down like that, I pull over, and he goes like that. It's a 2020 Ford Mondeo. How you going, Malcolm? He looks me up and down and he goes, what you got? I went, you what? Anyway, what you got? I went, well, Malcolm, what haven't I got, mate? I've got anxiety, I've got depression, I've got erectile dysfunction and premature ejaculation, I've got a BMI high and my credit rating. Then he said, no. Have you got wood? So I've just fucking told you, mate, I've got erectile dysfunction. Anyway, when I'm not doing comedy, I'm married with 2 kids. I've got 2 kids, 9 and 11. I'll just explain to the second row that's not what we call them. I'm thinking that even for Dewsbury that was pretty poor taste with me, naming my kids in celebration of the world's most famous terrorist incident. Wouldn't be doing that, that'd be awkward, wouldn't it? But no, I'll tell you about Fred and Rose, they're great kids, they're fantastic. But they have ruined what little sex life I had when they came along. Which is why now at the age of 45 I find myself masturbating more than at any point since I was 14. Usually in the shower, while I was recently banned from being cute. And five-a-side. And just last week, the gym. It's not such a pure gym when I've been in. But no, they're getting to an age now where they're getting more sexually aware, and you know, they kind of have questions and stuff. And my wife's a teacher, and I follow her lead on these things. And the other week, my son and I, my friend and I, were sat on the sofa. We were watching we've been watching all of the Marvel Avengers films, all the way through from Iron Man. Planning to, thank you very much. Weird bit. Thanos. Fingers right now. No, anyway. So we're watching them all the way through, and we got to Black Widow, right? And as soon as Scarlett Johansson appeared on the screen, I heard this voice, and I just went, "There she is." And I'm sat there going, "Is that my own inner monologue? Have I just leaked?" I realised it was fucking him, right? And then he said, before I could say anything else, he went, "Dad, how does she make violence so sexy?" Right? So I went straight to the wife as a teacher and I went, "Sweetheart, I think we need to have the talk, the time has come." So we said we'd do it properly. We wanted to educate properly. We were going to use all the proper body part names like twat and penis. And you know, we're going to answer all their questions, not make it awkward at all. We talked to them about consent. We talked to them about the importance of being in a loving relationship. We talked to them about safe sex. We even showed them condoms and how you put them on and all of that stuff. Had a really proper conversation and it was great. Next day I spoke to my daughter Rose. I said, "Sweetheart, if you've got any questions about yesterday, anything you want to say, now's a good time to say, now you've got a bit of time to think." And she said, "To be honest, Dad, it's probably put me off I've ever having sex." Apparently we should have used like a banana or a cucumber or something. But no, the thing I'm worried about is that I grew up in the 90s. I lost my virginity in 1990, what would have been 1990 something. I was 16. But before then, I learned everything I knew about sex from porn and the movies. And I do not want my kids learning about sex from porn in 2023, because it's very different now, isn't it, my friend? For example, my wife and I are happily married, but if, as is likely, and I die before her, she remarries, I don't want my daughter thinking she immediately has to sleep with her new stepdad. I don't want my son Fred thinking that if he walks in on a couple and discovers that they're having sex, I don't want him thinking that what you're expected to do, strip off, join in, not even say hello. And I don't want either of them thinking that's how you pay for a taxi. So, what I'm going to do, I'm going to use the rest of my time now to give you a few examples of things that I think would be good in mainstream Hollywood films, purely for sex education purposes, okay? Any teachers in the room? Yeah. Excellent. Think that's a good idea, my friend? Yeah. Excellent, fantastic. Don't let that guy near kids on his own. Shows your DBS, come on. First example, I'm going to go heterosexual because, well, I've read the room and I want to get out alive. But if you're in a same-sex relationship, just do the conversion yourself. It's like imperial to metric or like a 3-prong plug in Europe, that sort of thing. First example, woman riding the man. The woman is on top of the man, she's facing him. I believe they call that cowgirl, am I right?
Yeah.
Yeah! I'm there in my head already. Excellent. She's riding him, but she's riding him really hard. And just as she gets to the good bit, he suddenly says, "Stop. Don't fucking move. Don't breathe. Don't twitch. Don't do that weird milky thing you seem to have learned how to do recently." Yeah, that's just better drink out, she knows. Because if you do, we are done for. How old are you, mate? 31. About 25 minutes. And at that point, a breeze comes through an open window and he just does an awkward shudder. And he says, "I'm sorry, love, we'll go again in 25 minutes. And at that point, she dismounts elegantly, the way we know you all do, like that. And she walks to the bedroom door and walks with the knees down. But when I gigged in Liverpool last week, they told me it's called the cum room. She gets to the bedroom door and she throws an entire pristine toilet roll over her shoulder. And she says, "You clean yourself up, love. I'm just off to DJs. Tom Hardy, Margot Robbie, you're going to watch it and the kids are going to learn sex is always perfect, aren't they? Right? You don't look convinced, we'll go with something else. We'll go with doggy style sex now. When was the last time you saw doggy style sex in mainstream Hollywood films? You just don't see it, do you? Just don't see it, right? Very specific doggy style sex. You've got to watch the backstory with this one, okay? Let's imagine they've been together for 24 years. They've been married for 19 years. They've got a mortgage, a dog, 2 kids. Cool, all these things are holding them together. They've grown to resent each other, really. They don't even really like each other anymore. But it's logistically too hard to separate. They've decided on this night that a hate fuck is better than a wank, right? He's really fucking rattling her, okay? But just as he gets to the good bit, he feels his hamstring pull. I don't know why I'm maintaining eye contact now, but it feels nice. His hamstring's pulled really tight. He thinks he's going to snap in two, but he's gone too far, he can't stop. He's screaming out in pain. Ah! Ah! She's thinking, fucking hell, the passion's finally back. And at that point, he has what I've started to call a crampgasm. Brad Pitt, Angelina Jolie, they can do it method because they fucking hate each other. Good idea? Good idea, Mr. Teacher? Sure? You sure?
I'm not sure.
You're not sure? Not sure? Yeah, excellent. All right, the bell's for me, not for you. All right, I'm going to give you one more example because the teacher's not sure. I'm not sure he's sure about whether he's even a fucking teacher anymore. But, very specific situation, this. It's a true story. It happened to me last August, right? It happened to me in August, and I think it would be the perfect way to teach kids about sex, okay? But I don't think they would ever do it. And I'll give you the scenario, okay? So in August last year, my wife and I celebrated our dating anniversary and our wedding anniversary. We've been together for 23 years, we've been married for 19 years, okay? Over that time, we've accrued together a house, still mortgaged, 2 kids, a dog, a Ford Mondeo, okay, all these things are keeping us together. So what we decided to do to celebrate was we made August one of the months in which we actually have sex. Boom! Come on, I've limbered up, I'm alright, no crampgasms for me tonight, okay? We did it the right way, okay? We packed Fred and Rose off to bed nice and early. Now, I'm from Dewsbury. What that means round our way is we dosed them up with count ball. We shoved them under the divan for a couple of hours. We shut the bedroom door. We dimmed the lights. We laid out our favourite sex towel to save on a load of washing. We've all got one. I see she's the gusher as well, sir. Just hit that sweet spot. Laid out our favourite sex towel on the bed, and we got down to it the way that over the years we've become accustomed to it. It's our preferred way to start proceedings. We were spooning. I was the big spooner, as my wife likes to call me, the ladle. Basically, pal, I was playing her like a double bass. Just thinking about moving into cowgirl and what should happen. But the bedroom door flings open, and there's little Fred. He's rubbing his eyes. He's awake. He's awake. And before we could cover ourselves up, before we could hide the sex towel and the nipple clamps, before we could even think of a good reason for doing what we were doing, he shouted 2 words that are going to haunt me for the rest of my married life. Pile on! And he ran at the bed. And he dived head first on the bed on top of us. And I'm going to tell you now, Newcastle-under-Lyme, as I leave you, it's probably the weirdest orgasm I've ever had. My name's Graeme Rayner.